Hello, welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Electrical cable manufacturers are calling for the enforcement of standards here in the country. They warn if standardization is compromised, there will be risks. Here's more in this report.
Looking at a familiarization tour of Nexans Cable Metal Ghana Limited in Tema as part of efforts of promoting and adopting made-in-Ghana products by members of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Managing Director of Nexan Cable Metal Limited, Joans Lalim, emphasized the importance of an effective surveillance in enforcing standardization of electrical cables manufactured in Ghana.
Substandard cable is really a poison in our industry. No, with all these substandard cables that can be either with lower content of copper or bad design of the product. When we put this kind of cables, when we install them in the buildings, it's a sort of a bomb, because at any time these substandard cables risk to provoke fire, which put in danger the safety of our families, our lives and our goods. It's really important to have a robust, strong market surveillance system. And thanks to this market surveillance system, we will make sure that the products that are sold on the market are complied with the standard.
President of GUTA, Dr. Joseph Obeng, called on government to create the enabling environment by reducing the taxes imposed on indigenous companies to boost the local economy.
The nuisance taxes, as it was cleared, as was taken out from the table in 2017, are all creeping back in folds, and it's not helping businesses. And so if we want to go, the way to go is for government's own effort. The greater responsibility lies on government, our own effort, our own initiative, that this is the way to go. We want to enhance our local productivity. This is our resources, and that this is the policy that we've made, that will reduce the tax burden on this so that they can become relevant.
The visit enabled members of GUTA tour the manufacturing plant of Nexans Cable Metal Company Limited.
Well, Russia's war against Ukraine has caused the price of wheat globally to skyrocket, and that's affecting the prices of bread locally. But there is an alternative, the use of fonio as alternative flour for baking bread. Martina Bugri has more in this report.
Fonio is touted for its nutritional value. It is also known for its glycemic index, meaning it doesn't quickly rise one's blood sugar levels. For this reason, it helps people with diabetes manage their blood sugar. Fonio is also gluten-free. It is for this reason it's seen as a more healthy alternative to wheat flour. Speaking at the Grand Challenge exhibition of Fonio, 4 groups baked the popular sugar, tea and butter breads in Tamale. Team leader of the local implementation, Professor Francis Amaglo, said Fonio can support Ghana's economy, its premium exports on the crop.
How did we arrive here is UDS has a focus on transforming the economy by looking at what we have as a nation. So fonio came into mind when we realized that during the Russian-Ukraine war, we were over-dependent on wheat. In fact, if you take a look at the import statistics for wheat, it has keep on rising to this level we cannot. And we spend so much money. Because of the bread that we eat, we need to exchange our cedis to dollars to be able to import wheat. All these and others contribute to the current situation we have ourselves in when the cedi cannot stand against the dollar. So what can we do? So we took it upon ourselves to see if we'll have an alternative to wheat. So looking at the crops we have in Ghana, and particularly in the north, and realizing that we are forgetting about one of the superfood crops we have, which is fonio, we decided to work with fonio.
He said elsewhere, people are eliminating wheat flour from their diet, adding that fonio, on the other hand, is a healthy one.
So the bread we have is gluten-free. It doesn't contain any wheat. So it's very healthier than the bread that is currently on the market. We refer to fonio as a super food because it contains a high level of, let me say, compound that have antioxidant properties. Okay. So literally we go up, we walk in the sun, we overwork, the body goes into stress. So you need natural antioxidants to help bring the system back. And fonio is one of the crops that contain huge bioactive compounds that help reduce the stress in us.
Lecturer in Sustainable Agri-Food Systems at the University of Lincoln, Dr. Lillian Corey, called on government to support develop the fonio crop.
So there is that thinking about the value chain from production to making the bread. Right? So we've started at the end, which is making the product itself, but we need to also look at the production side of things. So yes, we are evaluating the whole supply chain, and we're also looking at stakeholders. We are recently doing a stakeholder analysis to understand who we need to work with and how easy that will be. I'm not a local, but I'm working with the locals, so that makes it easier to understand how the system works and how I could penetrate, or we could work together in this. So yeah, that's the approach that we are having.
Team leader of the Royals, who won the ultimate prize, Beatrice Nobolga, said it was challenging, but they are happy about the results.
We wanted to use a different approach. We wanted to use a natural fermentation instead of the yeast, instead of the commercial yeast to make the bread. So when we first started, our bread, it wasn't looking like bread, and we nearly gave up because all the other groups were, having a better product, whilst we are stuck with at one point. But we didn't give up. We continued to do a little more research and then find out the reason what is causing our bread not to look like a bread.
And that's business. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business, including Ken Ofuyata leads delegation to start talks with China. More on that on myjoyonline.com/business.